Step.finance is a portfolio management platform on Solana. It helps you to aggregate transactions across multiple different contracts on Solana, different platforms, and keep all of that information in one place, as well as getting you the best price across the ecosystem. So here at Step, we've built this out coming from the hackathon earlier this year. And yeah, we're going from strength to strength. So I think today we can maybe delve into a little bit of a demo of the Step platform and show off some of the cool features. So firstly, when you come to Step, you'll go to the landing page here. There's a bit of information about the platform and a bit of an overview about what you can expect. So if you click the Enter App here, I've already done it over here, and you can see that I've got a test wallet here, and I've also got some positions. I've got some coins associated with this wallet here. So you can see that my total portfolio value is over here. That is the sum of everything that's in my wallet, in addition to different yield farms I might have, and I have quite a few different yield farms here, as well as yield aggregation vaults. We also have support for some other interesting platforms, which we'll get into in a moment, with Orca, Mango, Saber, and a couple of others. But on the Step page, this is essentially your viewpoint into the Solana world, and you can monitor any individual address here if you want to, without having to connect your wallet. And we also do support different currencies here, as well as different wallets, and we support all of the different wallets on Solana. You'll note on Solana there's a lot more options than just MetaMask. Currently I'm using Phantom, and probably would recommend Phantom for anyone new to the ecosystem, but also another popular option is Solid or Solflare, and yeah, you can go from there. So we also, in Step, we also have a trade page, which, if you're familiar with AMMs, Uniswap, and Sushi and other ones, you'll know exactly what's going on here. You can see that I have a balance here, and if I want to swap that much Sol, I will get this much USDC, and it gives me some information here. You'll note here that it also says swapping through Orca. Now on Solana, there's a couple of AMMs, and Step is an aggregator for these AMMs. So currently there is Radium, Orca, and Serum itself. So at the moment, what we're looking to, what we're doing here is we're just finding the best price, and the best price happens to be through Orca. So if I click this swap, I will be able to do that. You can also see a bit of an overview of some of the liquidity pools on Solana. You'll note actually the Step USDC pool is the biggest liquidity pool on Solana. That is the Step token for the platform here, but we also have a lot of other different LPs, which you'll be able to see, and the platforms associated with them. So you'll see most of the TVL is with Radium at the moment, but there's also some quite large pools with Orca as well. Serum at the moment is being deprecated in favor of some of the other AMMs. So I think you'll see more AMMs popping up over time, but the big players at the moment seem to be Orca and Radium. We also have a suggestions forum here. That just links to another page where people can vote on what their favorite new option for the Step platform is. But ultimately, this is your one location that you want to be. So we also have some pretty cool options here. We have a claim button where you can claim rewards. So in the case of my Radium LPs here, say the Ray F, it is currently has an APR of 71%. And if you compound an APR, remember APR and APY are different things, you'll get an APY of around 100%. Now I only have $60 in there on this account. But what I can do is I have my 15 cents there of rewards, and I can do a claim transaction. So do you want to approve? Yes. And you can see the transaction on the Block Explorer. There we go, transaction has been confirmed. And if I just have a look on the Explorer here, I will be able to see the actual transaction itself. There we go, success. So Solana is very cheap, as you can see, in that I just claimed 15 cents of a reward and it cost me hardly anything in Sol. So you can see that the power of Solana here is fast and cheap transactions. Like if I was to do this on Ethereum, it would be way more complex. I would need to do an approval transaction as well as another transaction. I'd have to pay anywhere from $20 to $200 depending on the gas prices for each of those transactions. Whereas here on Solana, it cost me like half a cent, and as you saw, it was pretty much instant. We also have some other cool options here as well. So we have a compounding feature. If you want to reinvest what you've claimed, you're able to compound it here. We can show you the workflow at the moment. So I have some rewards here in Step. I can claim those rewards like that. And we will wait for that transaction to happen. We can see here that I need to sell half of what I just claimed into USDC and then restake that. So if I go here to swap, done. Waiting for the approval to happen. There we go. So the next step, I need to add the liquidity, the step in the USDC. So I'm putting the liquidity back into the Radium LP here. So people familiar with, compounding on, say, SushiSwap or, some of the other yield farms will be familiar with this. So now I'm restaking this combined LP that includes Step and USDC. Click approve. There we go. We'll just wait for that one to get confirmed. There we go, transaction is confirmed. And just to restake it and compound now. So we need to stake the LP, which we just got, into the staking contract. And I can just do that and approve. There we go, transaction has been sent. Compounding complete. So there we go. I just compounded a fraction of what was it, 83 cents or something? Crazy. And that was really fast. It was pretty simple. There was a step-by-step process the whole way, and it cost pretty much nothing. That's the power of Solana, which is really exciting. We also have support for other platforms here. One of them, say, Sol Farm. They are a kind of like a Yearn where they take custody of your assets to do that compounding. But what I just showed here, we don't have custody of the funds at any stage. So that's a great benefit. But to probably show some of the other platforms of which Step is supporting, so we have Orca. Orca's another AMM. Quite a nice interface, easy, simple to use, and they have a number of different pools that they offer here, and a growing TVL, which is good to see. They also have a Sol Step pool as well, which of course is our favorite. You might be familiar with DYDX on Ethereum, DYDX, PERP protocol. Some of these other margin platforms have emerged, I guess, over the last 12 months. On Solana, we have Mango. Mango is a great option. Here you can deposit, lend, borrow, go margin, long, short, I think to 5x leverage. And your positions on Step are tracked from Mango as well. So that's another option. We also have people from Ethereum land as well might be familiar with the Curve. Curve, of course, is the stablecoin to stablecoin swap contract. Well, on Solana, we have things like Saber. And again, supported on Step, you'll be able to manage your positions here. You'll be able to swap between different coins. And this will be growing as we go. And an example of, say, the vaults in Sol Farm. Probably the largest TVL platform in Solana, which you just saw that I used before, but I used it from within the Step interface, was Radium. So I was claiming my rewards and staking actually from the Radium contract within Step. But you can see here that there's different farms. They have different fusion pools. They all have an APY. They all receive Ray tokens in many cases, or in the case of these fusion pools, they're receiving Step. So yeah, they also have a swap interface, which is something which we actually aggregate on Step Direct. But that's an example of some of the cool platforms that are all integrated into Step Finance. We just want to make it easy for people to do their yield farming, know their position at any one time across the Solana ecosystem, and we're also building out some pretty awesome support for NFTs. So we have Star Atlas currently supported. as well as the Orca NFTs, Solarian's on the way, a couple of other different NFT platforms. But there is a lot of stuff happening on Solana to go through. This is just a short demo of everything that we're offering here at Step. But I'm sure you can see that this is certainly something which is going to make farmers' lives easier, and that's what we're really going for. So yeah, thank you very much. My name's George. If you have any questions, please reach out to us at Step Finance on Twitter. Thank you.